Hi, I'm Grace McKay. I teach at Culver Academies in Culver, Indiana, and one of my many job titles there, it's an independent school, is Instructional Technology Liaison. The difference having Schoology as a teacher from not having it is probably mostly for the student's experience. It's nice as a teacher to be able to have a record of different submissions in particular. That's really nice, that if a student resubmits, it doesn't erase their first submission, so you can compare drafts. That's really useful as a teacher. But the student experience, having everything in one place, is really helpful to help them stay organized. And I know at Culver, since a lot of the coaches and group leaders for extracurricular clubs also use Schoology, then they can have meetings and due dates for, you have to remember to finish this book for a book club, or you have to tell us your T-shirt size for this athletic team, or there's a big tournament coming up. Those things are showing up on their feed, as well as their assignments from all their different classes. So that was really the main reason that Culver went with Schoology, was to provide that organizational aid for students to see everything in one place. And that's helpful for any counselors or teachers who are trying to assist students who are maybe struggling a little bit to stay on top of everything, because they can look over the shoulder and they will see, well, did you do this yet? Did you do this? And so that's really helpful for students as well. Goodness, if Schoology disappeared tomorrow, I think there'd be a riot. Our teachers have really come to rely on it. They actually come to me and request that I build courses for them, for their extracurricular clubs, for their athletic teams. Sometimes they want a group, sometimes they want a course because of the different functionality. But I know we recently looked into changing our student information system. Some of those also have an LMS as part of them. And I had to reassure people constantly that we were not getting rid of Schoology. If it vanished, I think there would be a real vacuum in terms of communication between teachers and students, and student ability to stay organized and on top of their work, because we would, I guess, go back to the bad old days of some people assigning via email and some people expecting students to keep it in a notebook, and who knows where those things end up. I think Schoology's effect on student performance, if anything, probably would be that it's a lot harder to lose or forget an assignment. So that's pretty useful in terms of increasing student performance, because they know what to do. You do still have students who say, that was homework, but then everybody else in the class will turn to them and say, it was on Schoology. So it kind of destroys that excuse a little bit. It's also been really useful for us in terms of students who are on like a hockey trip, or they're away for a tournament, or in a way they've made it to nationals and they're gone for 5 days. Or I know our equestrian team, we went down to the inaugural parade, so we missed 3 days of class. Having things on Schoology enables students to keep up with work when they're not on campus, which has been really useful for us. And I think that helps to increase enrollment if you can have them doing work sort of all along, instead of having to do a heck of a lot of makeup work afterwards. They tend to do better on it. I think Schoology is very intuitive, whether you're a digital native like our students are, or you're an immigrant like many teachers of my generation anyway. I think having things all within the one platform, it matches student expectation better than having to cobble together bits and pieces from everywhere else. I'm thinking in particular in a foreign language class, if an assignment requires them to listen to an audio of their teacher and then hit record and give a response, all of that is right within the one window. And I think that's not only more of what they expect, but it's just easier. So you can focus your mental energy on the assignment and not on the tool. I think the fact that Schoology is a really open platform is going to help position it to be moving forward and never be falling behind. It's also a platform where I'm seeing lots and lots of responsiveness in terms of the updates that are being made. As people identify new needs and new desires, Schoology is very responsive to helping us achieve those goals. So whatever the future is, I think Schoology will be part of it. So.